If your newsletter ideas live in random notes, documents, or scattered lists, or no notes at all, then staying consistent with email will always feel harder than it needs to. The easiest way to stay consistent with your newsletter is to keep your ideas organized and in one place. In the previous videos in this 5-part series, we've talked about two important steps. First, planning your newsletter. Very important. And we did this as a simple 5 email series. And then we also talked about creating a repeatable structure so every email follows the same layout. Now we're going to talk about the next step, organizing your newsletter ideas so that you always know what's coming next. And one of the simplest ways to do this is with a basic planning sheet. Many solopreneurs have lots of ideas for emails. The problem is usually that those ideas are scattered all over the place. Some are in notes on your phone, some might be written down in a notebook. You've probably got some inside some random documents stored somewhere, or even saved ideas in your own email inbox. Someone sends you something and you save it as an idea. And when everything is scattered, planning your next newsletter becomes so frustrating. You have an idea and you don't know where it is. So instead of quickly seeing your next topic, you end up searching for it. And that's why I recommend organizing your newsletter ideas in a single planning document. It's just a simple spreadsheet and it works really well for this. So you can create columns for things like your newsletter series topic, the 5 emails in the series, like the names of those, the main idea for each email, and the call to action that you want to include. Now, instead of guessing what to send next, you can simply open your sheet. You see exactly where you are where you're at, and you can just pull it out. This small step turns your newsletter from something you think about into something you can actually manage. So you're no longer relying on your memory or, worse, wasting time searching. You're relying on a system. And once your ideas are organized in one place, batching and planning for those future newsletters, it becomes much easier. Now, another benefit of organizing your newsletter ideas this way is that you can easily see what's coming next. So you can plan an upcoming series. You can connect your newsletters to your content, which you certainly should be doing. And you can make sure that each email points towards something helpful that your readers need. This creates much more intentional email strategy and it helps everything work better over time. Now, if you would like some help in planning your newsletter series, before you organize it, and you're wanting to do some planning before you actually put it into the sheet, I created a simple weekly newsletter system checklist. It's going to walk you through choosing your topic, outlining your 5 email series, planning your newsletter, whatever that structure is for you, and then you can download that checklist below. It's going to be down below this video. I'll drop the link. A lot of people I know like to use this before they start using that sheet, okay? Before they create that sheet, they like to first plan things out. Because here's the thing, when your newsletter ideas are organized in one place, you stop wondering what to send next. You simply follow the plan that you've already created. And that's when email marketing starts to feel calm and it starts to feel very manageable instead of overwhelming. It's when you can batch far ahead, which makes things so much easier. Now, in the final video of this series, I am going to show you how to turn your newsletter planning process into a repeatable workflow so that sending your weekly emails becomes part of your regular business systems. Okay, that's the step where everything really starts to work together. So I want you to go ahead, watch that next final video episode, and we'll finish up building your newsletter system. Like I said, it should be popping up here on your screen. If you're not seeing it, you're just early, but I do publish a new video every Monday morning. And so if it's not there, you're just a little bit early. But while you're here, be sure and grab that weekly newsletter system checklist and I'll see you in the next video.